A car is the second most expensive purchase that most people will make in their lifetime. We say that a lot as road testers, and that's why we're here. That's why we've assembled the biggest collection of cars ever for Drive Car of the Year. We've broken it down into 20 segments as well as an overall winner. And what the judges have done is decided the best vehicle in each segment to help you make the right purchasing decision. Welcome to Drive Car of the Year, powered by BP. This year, the Drive Car of the Year had more categories than ever before, up to 20 that cover the entire Australian new car market. Whether you're looking for a small city car, a medium SUV, a large people mover, or anything in between, Drive Car of the Year has it covered. We brought the entire Drive editorial team to the track for an in-depth look at all 20 segments, as well as to decide the overall Drive Car of the Year. The finalists out of all the categories were the Toyota RAV4 Hybrid, the Tesla Model 3, and the Toyota Supra. Judging was anonymous, and it was done individually by the judges to find our overall champ. Every year the Drive team assembles its field in one place at one time for the Drive Car of the Year Awards. And it's the culmination of testing, 12 months worth of testing in fact, that brings all these vehicles together. This year, we've got 100 contenders here at Wakefield Park, but there can be only one winner. And the overall winner for Drive Car of the Year is the Toyota RAV4 Hybrid. Six of the 11 models in the new 5th generation RAV4 range are hybrid variants, and the company has phased out diesel power. Toyota Australia also tells us that they expect 60% of sales of RAV4 to be the hybrid model. The cheapest ticket into a RAV4 hybrid is the front drive GX model at $35,140 plus on-road costs, or approximately $38,000 drive away. The all-wheel drive RAV4 GX Hybrid starts from $38,140 plus on roads, or approximately $41,000 drive away. Under the bonnet lies a 2.5 litre 4-cylinder naturally aspirated petrol engine, the same as you'll find in a Camry, producing 131 kilowatts and 221 newton metres. It's assisted by electric motors operating independently across the front and rear axles. Toyota gives an 88 kilowatt output figure for the front motor and a 40 kilowatt output figure for the rear motor, but the combined maximum lists as 163 kilowatts.
Well, I think the Toyota RAV4 Hybrid is a deserving winner of the overall award because it brings the most benefits to the most people. Mid-sized SUVs are a growth segment, and the RAV4 brings fantastic real-world fuel economy that none of its rivals can get anywhere near, fantastically low running costs, a brilliant interior, dad-friendly chunky looks. Honestly, there's almost nothing not to like, so serious hat tip to Toyota.
The Toyota RAV4 Hybrid is so groundbreaking. As we know, people love SUVs, and this is really going to help with the fuel economy and keeping costs down for family. It was a no-brainer.
The best thing about the RAV4 Hybrid is that you don't really notice that it is a hybrid until, I guess, when you fill up.
Well, there'll be some of you sitting there watching this video nodding in agreement and thinking, yep, I get it, I understand, no issues. And there'll be some of you sitting there shaking your head thinking, geez, RAV4 Hybrid, that's pretty boring. How does that thing win the overall Drive Car of the Year? But let me remind you of something. While most of us are new to the Drive Car of the Year judging process, one of the single most important points for the overall award has always been that it needs to be awarded to a vehicle that advances the game forward, for want of a better term, advances the automotive game forward for the most people and for the biggest sector of the market. And while you could argue that the Supra does that to a degree because it advances the game forward for sports cars in an affordable category under that $100,000 mark, no arguments there. You could also argue that the Tesla Model 3 does it because it advances the game forward for electric vehicles. You know, for most people, there are two reasons they talk about not buying an electric vehicle. One is range, real world range not being enough and, you know, having range anxiety. The other is cost. They say they're too expensive. The Tesla Model 3 addresses both of those things, and it's got better build quality than any Tesla that's come before it. However, the RAV4 Hybrid sits in a segment, medium SUVs, that is probably the most important segment in Australia because outside of dual cab utes, this is the one that family buyers are looking at, and they're looking at it forensically. And then the RAV4, along with the other top place getters in this segment, CR-V and Forester, is the vehicle that is most popular, that everybody's looking at. So if you offer a hybrid variant that gives you real world efficiency. Indicative average at the moment is 6.3 litres per 100 kilometres at the moment. We're doing 100 k's an hour down a country road. We've been doing a bunch of stuff on the racetrack for video, and we're using 6.3 litres per 100. It's hard to believe that you can use that little amount of fuel in a medium SUV, and when you offer that kind of real world efficiency to the biggest segment in Australia and to the car in the biggest segment that the most people are interested in, it really does advance the game forward in a genuine and meaningful way to a large group of people who might not otherwise have been able to access such efficiency. So while we had plenty of cars at Drive Car of the Year this year that were brilliant in any one of a number of areas, some were brilliant in many areas, and all were deserving of winning their various segments, the ones that did, I think it's very hard to argue with the overall winner being the Toyota RAV4 Hybrid. And as good as this thing is, and as good as CR-V and Forester and some of the others in that medium SUV category are, I reckon they've got a little bit of work to do to catch this Toyota RAV4 Hybrid, because it is a seriously impressive medium SUV. Congratulations to Toyota on the RAV4 Hybrid, an exceptional all-round vehicle. And don't forget, we've got videos and written reports on all the different segments and all the different segment award winners. So go back to Drive.com.au for all the details.